Done. When filming and editing our opening sequence, we had many advantages, drawbacks, and also difficulties. When filming, the light was like a big issue, and especially when we put the shots together and also onto the mats, they came out a lot darker, and this meant in some cases we had to even go and film the shots again. But in other cases we were able to brighten them up on the editing software Final Cut Pro. The shots in particular that were an issue were the ones during the murder scene and when she was walking up the stairs, shown here hopefully. Just a bit after this. We had to alternate the light source for these shots, if it works. Yeah, don't know why it's not working. But. Well, for these shots, you can see here that's reasonably light, but we had to actually those are the ones we enhanced. But for these ones, obviously we've enhanced them a bit, but not a huge amount because otherwise they'd just be like white and you couldn't actually see anything. In this bit, we had to alternate the light source because when filming from one room to the other, because it like from here, this room here, it had the light on, but then when we go further and roll it on a bit, and it's from here, it's still the light from that room, but then when we get to the shot of that room, we turn the light in the other room on. It wasn't ideal because it sort of did make the lighting look a bit strange because of like light coming from different angles, and it didn't really give us much light as we needed. But it was good though because it meant that we could have some light without making it like blatantly obvious, and because we did want to keep it dark as it is the horror genre. Even though they still aren't the clearest of shots, but you can just about see enough by watching them, and then by these shots I'm referring to the ones of the walking up the stairs. And like I've just mentioned, you don't want to give too much light because if you did, then the feeling of sort of being like dark and suspense would just go. When filming, we had to make sure we didn't have to go out again and again to collect different shot angles and stuff like that. So when filming in a certain scenes, we tried to make sure we had all the camera angles we needed. For example, I'm not sure if this will load, but the camera angles where she's walking, so it just wasn't a smooth, boring walk. We wanted to make as many camera angles as possible to then put together. Like we had quite a few like different shots and stuff, and it came very handy when we were editing because it meant that we had a wide range of shots to choose from. As we were new to the editing software, we decided to have a look at. It was this video, and it was basically just a basic Final Cut tutorial, and it went through all the basics of using Final Cut, like just how you do different things. And although this wasted some time, once we had got the hang of some things, and it sort of made up for lost time because we weren't sort of learning. We got the basics, we knew what we were doing, and then we could sort of get on with it. And it meant we were quicker at editing. So we knew how to do certain things. But we didn't just look at that one. We also looked at the three sort of main things you need to know, really. The transition techniques. So this is a transition between shots and also, well, sound, but there's an audio especially one. So shots like fades and stuff, and how to put those in. We also effects, and this one also had a bit of transitions. This was specifically good for effects, and effects. Well, a basic effect was brightening it up, but you could also have loads of different effects which you didn't use much of, but yeah, we had those. And then also there was this one is how to edit the audio, and the audio was a big key factor in ours because obviously we had the party scene, the music, and we had the music running through and stuff, and especially here we had to edit it. No, wait for it. We had to edit it perfectly because otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear it. We had the music like come in now, like when the face appears. So yeah, this video really helped for that. The non-didactic sound at the start of the opening isn't sort of what you think is to be sort of scary music, but this is because it was at a house party, but it also sort of makes you think. It keeps you slightly cautious because you don't know what's going on because you're expecting this sort of this type of sort of scary music, but you're not getting it. We chose this song because it would be a typical song played at a house party. Not only this, but the lyrics in the song also portray a sense of something bad is going to happen. For example, the word Holocaust is used, and this could promote to the audience thinking about death as well as torture. And the main sort of word repeated is "Who going to stop me?" or "Who's going to stop me?" And the main phrase used in the song, and it goes well due to the fact that once the audience is first introduced to the killer, that they may think whether or not he can actually be stopped. This will also make them want to watch further into the film because if you have, like, we just want to grip the audience as much as possible, and I don't think this is going to load, which is really annoying. So I can't see. I can just quickly go on iTunes and get the song up. If that doesn't take too long either. Let's see what all these things appear. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this. Oh, no, right. I'll open iTunes again then. This is really annoying. Oh, there you go. You can hear it. You can hear it. Right. Well, anyway, like you get the gist. The other more scary music that we have playing in the background is one that is made actually by our friend. Probably not going to be able to hear this, but which is going to be annoying. But very well. Yeah, there you go. Music by Chris Martin, and he actually I'll pause that while I just talk about it, and then I'll see if it loads when you listen to it. We knew that he was good at music technology, and we decided to ask him if he could actually help us make a backing for our film opening. Thankfully, he said yes, but not only this, it turned out that he had actually already made one for his GCSE project. So yeah, he had a piece of horror genre music actually ready. So this wasn't only good because it meant that we had backing music, but it also meant that it saved us a lot of time and a lot of his time to actually put it into our film. We could just put it in straight away. And yeah, I'll try refreshing it, but if I'll try and close these, and it might load a bit better. About 120, and then yeah, hopefully you'll be able to listen to it if it loads. Yeah, so he had actually made this soundtrack which we thought was really good, and it matched our. I'm just gonna stop, but yeah, it matched our things very well because it sped up at points and sort of slowed down at other points, which I thought was good for sort of the tension building.